Toafili, he breaks free. Lawrence Toafili, touchdown, Noles. The MVP of the ACC championship game with a 28-yard touchdown run to open up the season. Zach Pyron in the game. They use him basically as the big back. Direct snap. Here he goes straight ahead and powers his way in. Let it rain, says Tech. Sting 'em, Yellow Jackets. Who's ready for ball this year? Man, oh man, we got a great start here in Dublin.
They get a really nice...
As the quarterback, 3rd and goal. Pushing ahead. And it's a touchdown, Georgia Tech. Jamal Haynes with the 1-yard touchdown run as Georgia Tech takes their first lead of the game.
Well, that felt like it took off.
Seeking Georgia Tech starts the 4th quarter with a chance to take the lead. And up and over and in goes Jamal Haynes. And that is how the drama starts for Hyde.
Is there any mystery here, Joe? Is it the 250-pound quarterback downhill?
Flanked by Williams. Williams into the end zone. What a well-managed drive by DJU, Mike Norvell, Douglas and Benson, and then capped by Williams. 2 for 2 on 4th down on the drive.
Joe, I think it's...
Ron Roberts, one of the gritty veterans of coaching. Ward drifting back again, floats it complete, and into the end zone goes Cam McCormick, one of the great stories of college football. His 9th year playing the game, and he scores the opening touchdown for the Canes.
And that is such a great...
2nd and goal. Under center now. Here's Fletcher with a blocker in front, and Fletcher will take it right in. A 10-yard touchdown run from Big Mark Fletcher.
We saw Cam McCormick.
How Graham Mertz will manage this. 3.5 minutes until halftime. We'll start on the ground with Johnson, who turns the corner, and here goes Montrell Johnson. Hello, Swamp. Go ahead and let him hear it. This Florida offense hadn't had a chunk play. That was the 50 seconds remain. 2nd down and 10. Ward. Quick strike, and into the end zone goes Xavier Restrepo. How about that drive by the Canes? 24-yard touchdown. often offset as a blocking back. Fletcher, the tailback, as he goes up and tries to get over, and it is a touchdown. Mark Fletcher is in again, his second of the day.
Well, it was Restrepo that had the...
Third down and 11. Ward able to spin free of Searcy, and then goes to the end zone, and in the back of the end zone it is Jacoby George. My oh my, Cam Ward's having himself a day. A 23-yard touchdown catch, tiptoeing that back line by George.
It's like in the last few minutes.
Webb trying to spin his way in for a touchdown, and it is a score for Florida and their first points. I mean, he's unimpressed by that.
I mean, look what's in your right hand.
Institution for USF. Milroe, design quarterback run, utilizing the speed, the blocks, and into the end zone goes Jalen Milroe. A week ago, 5 total touchdowns. Had 2 rushing. Here he gets his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And Skolish knows what they're... 3rd down and 4. Milroe is going to try to run it himself. A lot of traffic, but he breaks free. Jalen Milroe. A 5-yard touchdown run. His second of the night.
One of the best linebackers in the country in Deontay Lawson, and he shakes him.
Straight ahead and straight in to Ron Keith. How about these South Florida Bulls? A fumble recovery by Ward, leading to an offense that's going out there and pushing Bama's defense around all of a sudden. And the offense is staying on the field to try to... Milroe back to pass. Drives the ball complete inside the 5 and into the end zone goes Kobe Prentice. Milroe gets it out quickly, goes to Williams. Ryan Williams. Look at this kid, 17 years old and on top of the world. The prodigy, the youngest player in major college football, does it again. Last week an 84-yard. Miller As he goes past midfield, cuts back inside the 20, keeps his balance and seals it. Jam Miller, a 56-yard touchdown run.
For his teammates and for his head coach.
And for the second year in a row, they played this kind of a muddled game that was grabbing everybody's attention looking at the scoreboard. As once again, the running game of Alabama is going to make this game look like nothing we covered for most of it, as Justice Haynes brings it right in, a 29-yard touchdown.
So people at home are like, where was this offense for the first, I don't know, 50 minutes of this game? I mean, everybody's getting it. It's like Oprah. You get a touchdown.
Sure.
You lines up, you're probably not going to be able to run it there.
Second down. Reed, plenty of time to look for an option, and into the end zone. The guy they call Thor, Theo Mellon Orstrom, the big Swede.
Great job of
15th play of this drive, using over 7 minutes. And now to cap it. Straight ahead goes Reed. And let's see what the officials say. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Shane Calhoun with a big push of Marcel Reed. It's always a Calhoun who helps out.
That's right. We got a Calhoun up at...
Second goal, Mertz with time to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida, Elijah Badger. "14 yards from Graham Mertz. A little life in the swamp. After a first half that just had nothing going their way. Reed on 2nd and 8, launches it downfield, wide open is Allen. Cyrus Allen cuts back and takes it right in. Marcel Reed responds like that. A 73-yard touchdown, Cyrus Allen.
And it was another cover.
And Mertz back after suffering that concussion against Miami. Goes inside, that ball is picked off. Bryce Anderson, here he goes. It's an Aggies kind of afternoon, folks. Anderson, pick 6 in the swamp.
He's trying to throw the slant to Elijah Badger, and you hear this all the time in football, right, Joe?
With a torn ACL. So 2 starting receivers out. To the end zone and a touchdown, Chim DK. DJ Lagway to Chim DK.
Really nice job by Latcliffe that time, putting his helmet right on the ball.
And Jackson powers his way in. They go with the short pop to Thomas, trying to turn the corner, diving for the end zone, and in is Xavier Thomas. And the first time this season LSU has scored on their opening drive.
Taking a look.
Garbers with time, drives the ball inside the 10 and
UCLA, Jack Peterson with a touchdown reception. That is a perfect start for the big underdogs.
Well, it's a coverage bust by LA. Change things.
Joe Sloan, the offensive coordinator, who's promoted after Mike Dembach left for Notre Dame. Downfield attempt. And what an amazing catch and score! Kyle Parker, how about it? My, oh my, Mr. Parker.
The redshirt freshman
Counting down. Here's Garbers. Steps up. Throws to the end zone, and that ball is caught by Loya. Logan Loya with a touchdown catch with 2 seconds remaining in the first half.
That is just an incredible throw by
Somewhere there's a flag in there. Find it. It's like an optical illusion.
Where's Waldo?
It is. First and goal. Williams behind that big offensive line and in.
Man.
Here's Durham. Here goes the freshman sensation. Caden Durham. And the Golden Band from Tigerland is going to play into the night. Third down and 5 for Hawkins. Here are the legs where he's so dangerous. Look at Michael Hawkins go. The true freshman houses it here on the Plains. What SEC road game pressure. 48-yard touchdown run for Hawkins. Seth Luttrell, the offensive coordinator, drew it up. Hawkins delivered. How about that? Thorne with time. Gonna take a shot downfield, and that ball's in the hands of KLS. Touchdown, Auburn.
Boy, their best receiver.
Thorne on first down, gonna take a shot again, and he nails it. Malcolm Simmons, how do you do, young man? Offensive lineman trying to shield what they were practicing, except you got that sky cam. You got that sky cam, Mr. Rogers, and you found it. Me. Thorne to the end zone. Flag comes down as Luke Deal gets the touchdown reception. Jeff and Joanna saying, "Attaboy, Peyton."
Pass interference. Defense number 2.
Billy Bowman was draped all over.
Stoops was a cornerback. Second and goal. Barnes straight ahead, and here come the Sooners. So Michael Hawkins, the true freshman, starting on the road here with a 60-yard reception to J.J. Hester. The completion downfield, and then Barnes brings it in. Sooners get the much-needed stop. Thorne It is intercepted. Intercepted by Lewis. Kip Lewis, could he? My, oh my. Pick six. And just like that,
We have been praising.
quick to it. Straight ahead, and this time in. Amari Daniels cleans it up. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
What a smart play there.
Third downs today against this defense.
Yeah, the best offense they've faced, and this offensive line is really moving people for A&M.
First and goal. Straight ahead and driving into the end zone again is Amari Daniels, his second of the day.
This Mizzou team.
And yet Texas A&M is slicing right through them. Second goal. And add to it. Le'Veon Moss, 1-yard touchdown run. There's Le'Veon Moss, and A&M just keeps rolling. Look at big Le'Veon Moss. He's going to house it to open up the second half. The Aggies can do no wrong today. Worst case scenario for Mizzou has arrived. Third down and 6. Cook backed up, looking to extend the play. Launches it downfield and gets it complete. Theo Weiss Jr. touchdown, Mizzou. A 59-yard touchdown strike from Cook to Weiss.
Oh, this is just a great second reaction.
Back and cornerback in high school.
There's a combo.
Moss bounces it. Le'Veon Moss, and he takes it right in. Moss has had a monstrous day. 138 yards and 3 touchdowns now. Running back to flank Milroe. Third and goal. He pulls it to the corner and in with ease. 1-yard touchdown run, Jalen Milroe. What a difference a week's make. As last week they got off to that sluggish start, the turnover against Vanderbilt. This is first and goal. Haynes into the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
And the thing is, because of
For South Carolina. Sellers on 4th down with time. gonna take a strike to the end zone, and a touchdown scored by Bennett. Wide open, Mazio Bennett, touchdown, Kakalaki.
Well, it was a fantastic. Somebody large needs to be carrying this ball.
That's Maurice Brown, who's lined up as the offset running back as Rocket Sanders takes it in, and South Carolina takes the lead at Bama.
And Rocket Sanders.
First and goal, Milroe with blockers in front. Milroe into the end zone. That is a touchdown, Alabama. Don't worry about what you're seeing in the end zone. That's a touchdown tied. And Alabama retakes the lead here in the fourth quarter.
I love the play call that time by Nick Sheridan because you're running away.
Trying to hold on to a 1-point lead against unranked South Carolina. Third down and 10. Milroe back to pass. Wants more than 10, and he's got it. Touchdown, Jeremy Bernard. Oh my, Jalen Milroe. Way to do it there. Yards away, only an 8-point game. South Carolina, here's the strike they want to the end zone, incomplete. They were looking for big 6'5" Nick Harbor.
The receiver had firm control and had his foot inbounds, therefore it's a touchdown.
Wow.
Here we go, folks. Here we go.
So during that review,
That turf monster will get the best of you sometimes. Brown again. Look at how quick he is. True freshman showing off here. They said they wanted a strong start. They got it defensively. 2nd and 7. They drop 8. And look at the time they give Cam Ward because of it. Back in the end zone. Look at that throw. Jacoby George. How about Cam Ward and that arm talent?
And just mentioned, much more of a huddle team, but a lot quicker pace today.
Ward on first down. Look at how relaxed he is. Sam Brown into the end zone. "49-yard touchdown pass that Cam Ward made it look oh so easy." Lance seeing if his defense can get a stop. Play action. Shuck to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mark Redmond.
Well, I mentioned this Louisville team loves their matchup, but take a lot of time off this clock and not give that Miami offense a chance to double up before half.
Brown's going to go. Oh, the ball's loose. The ball is loose, and it's going to be a Miami touchdown. The ball got knocked out of the true freshman's hands, and Miami, quick to jump on it, was Aguirre.
Defense in the end zone. Touchdown.
Raul Aguirre quickly jumped on it, and what a costly moment for Louisville.
And Ruben Bain.
Ward with time, What a catch by Restrepo and a touchdown, Canes.
Let's take a look at Santana Moss. You saw Michael Irvin. Some pretty big names to be associated with, let alone to pass up.
Lacey from the end zone on the return. And it's a great return. Colin Lacey past midfield, picks up the block. How do you do? "100 sensational yards from Colin Lacey." Here's Shuck. They drop 8 into coverage. Touchdown, Louisville! Ja'Cory Brooks. "64-yard completion to Restrepo. First and goal. Ward on the slant, his 4th touchdown pass of the day, just like that. Isaiah Horton,
What is happening?
keep that in mind. Watson splits out. Shuck gets in the ball in space to the corner. Touchdown, put those L's up. Brock Travelstead quick to the line. Allen again into the end zone. Hurricanes retake the lead.
Boy, great block here. This time just hands it off.
And Martinez lowers the shoulder, breaks free. He's headed inside the 10 and muscles right on into the end zone. He took to Marion McDonald for a ride. He said, "Hitch on, we're going to touchdown land." Wow.
That quieted the...
Second and goal. Shuck to the end zone. And touchdown, Louisville, Ja'Cory Brooks. So we will have the onside attempt as they come right down the field in a 13-play drive for the touchdown.
That's just one-on-one.
Who just entered the game and threw an interception on his first pass attempt, and now that sets up Bama for this. Jam Miller, touchdown Alabama. So Jam Miller, the 3-yard rushing touchdown. Jalen Milroe. Second and goal. Quarterback run, a lot of traffic, so he changes directions and dives for the pylon and finds it.
into trouble, but found a way out. The wheels of Milrow.
Take a look here.
Milrow 45 yards rushing. Of course, the great rushing touchdown we saw earlier. Jam Miller with a stiff arm to the edge and diving for the pylon. Touchdown, Alabama.
Great effort. Oh, Justice Haynes. That is a well-earned touchdown. Just delivering it. Johnson was sitting back thinking he's getting a tackle, and Haynes said, "Let me go steamroller on you. Just Mack truck this thing." Wow. Ward seemingly always at the ready. Look at him extending the play, and now downfield. Touchdown! That is how Cam Ward does it. Right to Restrepo after doing a 360 dipsy-do to extend the play. Terry Moore got a piece of it, but Restrepo got all of it. How about Cam Ward?
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 91. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Second and goal. Ward to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Cam McCormick, his 9th year of college football. Touchdown, Canes.
Cam McCormick has been making.
They're quick to the line to snap it. Jones straight ahead into the end zone. So after that sensational body control catch, they strike right away with Peyton Jones. What a moment for the Duke offense.
What a way to receive.
1 of 6 passing. Since then, Malik Murphy's 5 of 6. Can he convert here? Murphy goes underneath, and Higgins is going to have it and more, like a touchdown. Malik Murphy, Samir Higgins, and Duke's an extra point away from all of a sudden tying this thing.
Well, Duke knew.
4 catches for 63 yards and the touchdown. Had a 27-yard thrilling touchdown earlier. 2nd and 4. Murphy fakes left, goes back to Jones, and Duke takes the lead. Peyton Jones. And all of a sudden, undefeated, top 5 Miami. 6'5", 230, and now they do shift. Here it is, 4th and 1 Duke. Murphy, they're gonna get right in with Jomo. Jordan Moore, touchdown reception on 4th down.
Well, the freeze that time by Kamari Robinson. Nothing he could do.
Quick to snap to the end zone. Touchdown, Xavier Restrepo. Gains the lead here. They go to the up back, and that is going to be stopped short. It was Elijah Lofton, and they're saying touchdown. Initial surge was stopped short, and then the second effort, he brings it in. The H-back tight end, Elijah Lofton, the true freshman. And Manny Diaz is saying, we got to take a look at this. He's pointing to the elbow. 2nd and 8. Downfield, in stride, he's got George. Touchdown, Canes. Zombieland celebration for good. A 49-yard strike out of the oddball diamond formation to the top. Went
right downfield, made it look easy.
The defense thought Cam Ward was just going to
Down passes and another Miami lead.
And stuff like that, here goes Restrepo. Welcome to the record books, your number one. Most catches, most yards in the grand history of this program, and his mom, Ashley, is loving it. Yard touchdown, Xavier Restrepo.
Back here. Fletcher straight ahead, and Fletcher into the end zone. As he takes a knee and points to the sky. Last week, his father, Mark Sr., passed away. He played on against Florida State. This week, as you see his family here in the crowd cheering him on, the coaching staff, his teammates, joined him in the services to celebrate the life of his father, Mark Sr. And he has played on with a heavy heart, with his father's memory, and scoring a touchdown here to put Miami over 50 points on the day.
in the starting lineup.
2nd and 9. Looks left and then goes deep. Wide open and into the end zone is Matthew Golden.
And that is such a great play design.
Meanwhile, Florida's defensive rate in the red zone is 15th in the SEC. Wide open is Helm for the touchdown. Gunnar Helm had nobody near him.
Well, the play phrase.
Forget the circumstances with Florida when you say the enthusiasm with these fans, as Ewers is going to throw back here and get a good look with Weisner, and here goes Weisner inside the 10 and reaching for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas. Weisner took it all the way. Little check down from Ewers. He goes for 55 yards with it.
Just a phenomenal job of misdirection again. We've seen it so many different ways.
Play action for Ewers on 2nd and 10 to the end zone. Waiting for it and bringing it in is Matthew Golden.
Really nice job putting Howard. These running backs have had such an impact in the passing game this season.
Blue on the run. Blue into the end zone. Touchdown, Horns. They've been hooking them all day long.
The outside zone tackle.
3rd and 13 as they get it out into space to Bond, and look at Isaiah Bond. What a difference maker he is. Texas can do no wrong today.
And that's just all Isaiah Bond for the confidence of a lot of these inexperienced players.
2nd and goal, as Ball does a nice job of carrying defenders with him for a Florida touchdown.
You know what's amazing? I mean, after this
Are an incredibly well-coached and talented SMU team, A&M, LSU, and Ole Miss. As Gibson takes it ahead, and Gibson takes it right on in.
And you're seeing the turnover defensively. They scored a touchdown in their last drive. And here they are marching again.
First and goal. Jackson. And Jackson's going to spin his way into the end zone. And this is a lot of what was referenced by Scott Strickland and Billy Napier, and the decision that was made to be publicly announced on Thursday of Napier's return to coach next season, putting that. Second and 10. Ewers wide open and all too easy. Matthew Golden, touchdown, Horns.
Really nice play design by
The center, they gotta break through. Jackson finds his way in. Woo, Pig, Suey, they're on the board.
Such a great job.
Second and goal. Ewers sprint right to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Matthew Golden.
Really nice route by Golden.
4th down and 2 on the opening drive. Here's Ewers on 4th down. Running out of options. To the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Gunnar Helm. Well, that's a good option. Your 6'5" star tight end.
That is a fantastic.
Kentucky on the road against the number 3 team in the country. Rolling the dice. 4th down and 2. Vandegrift to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky, Josh Caddis.
A fantastic job. He got caught throwing the second punch.
That was Golden who threw that punch. Blue diving ahead to the end zone. Ball came out at the end, but it's a touchdown nonetheless because the ball crossed the plane of the goal line. So a touchdown for Jaden Blue. After the costly penalty, Texas cashes in.
Nice job.
3rd down and 7. Ewers with time to the end zone. Touchdown, Gunnar Helm again.
Well, we talked about Weaver going up against Kelvin Banks, and that time Banks completely stoned him on the pass rush. Weaver tried to spin. There was just now deciding to stay with his experienced signal call.
Ewers. Ball came out there, and this is going to be returned for a touchdown. That is Pop, Dumas, Johnson, and finally Kentucky gets a break.
It was Oxendine getting pressure.
Wisner is set deep. That's who gets the ball, and that's who gets the touchdown. 4th down, and Wisner scores. And that is the longest. First and goal. King into the end zone. Sting 'em.
We talked about the decision.
King. Pressured. Stays alive. Jamal Haynes reaching and getting it. My, oh my, what a play. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Phenomenal effort.
And there he is, the linebacker. Robinson is the tailback in the I formation. Play action off a bit to the end zone. Touchdown Dogs. Oscar Delp.
And that's a great wrinkle by Omar Daniels, who just got called for defensive pass interference. Georgia going fast.
Quick to the line, 2nd and goal. Frazier straight ahead. Touchdown, Georgia.
Great surge up.
Touchdown drive to pull within 7. 2nd and 5. King to run it with a big block straight ahead. Haynes King, touchdown. Corey Robinson, the left tackle, paved the way for the gutsy Haynes King.
Well, it was few.
Quickly to the line. Clock counting down. 2nd and 4. Beck to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Dominic Lovett. They're not done yet.
And that is an
First and goal. Beck to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They're an extra point away. Dominic Lovett.
little indicator motion there showing Carson Beck its zone coverage.
Looks his way, pumps. Now to the end zone, and into the end zone is Humphreys. Touchdown, Dogs.
A great job.
Haynes King to pass. And they've got it! Eric Singleton touchdown.
Well, they worked a little bit of a pure
back in at running back. Haynes King is going to get in. Georgia Tech retakes the lead here in the second overtime. And remember, they must go for two.
And it was the fake.
Second overtime now, offensive possession, Georgia. Carson Beck to pass. Late pressure, lofts it, and into the end zone is Cash Jones. Touchdown, Cash Jones. And now a 2-point attempt to victory. As it's first and goal from the 3-yard line. Beck. Opening touchdown, Carson Hansen.
And the play fake. He's a guy that I think Sam Levitt might be thinking if they throw it.
Mateer has 3 touchdowns in the last 4 games. Is he the target here? Levitt's going to run with Scadaboo blocking, and he goes right in.
Phenomenal job, FBS.
Slithering his way for 14 yards, and it's a first and goal. Scadaboo. All too easy.
It's one of the favorite schemes, the Wildcat.
The whole stadium is. Levitt's under center. Scadaboo's the featured tailback here on first and goal. And what else would you expect? His second rushing touchdown of the game. 140 yards and 2 touchdowns now for Cam Scadaboo.
Yeah.
First and goal. Levitt. Touchdown, Gilry.
Well, I was thinking
Wide is the star running back. Levitt lofting it to the end zone. What a catch! Gilry again. And now even more reason for him to celebrate, as he does right there, taking great pride in his Native American heritage.
phenomenal job.
Picking up the pieces. 3rd down and 5. Levitt swings it to Scadaboo. Scadaboo breaks defenders. Here he goes again. Another touchdown for the big bruiser.
No block, which is big for the continuity of this program now moving forward, because they've got a lot of good players coming back next year as well.
After the 4th down conversion, a touchdown catch to Jalen Knoll goes Rocco Beck, and good for Rocco Beck, taking that big of a hit and showing leadership and guts and toughness, coming back into the game and striking.
And he's just
4-yard reception on the first play of the game. Ewers wide open, touchdown, hook 'em. DeAndre Moore. Texas strikes with a 2-step of 2 big plays.
Texas had Jaden Blue that time.
Silas Bolden with a chance as a return man to set up Texas in good field position as he returns it from the 25. And he breaks through. Look at Silas Bolden. Goodbye. A 75-yard thriller. And the show band of the Southwest is rocking early here in Atlanta.
Well, they say on
Ewers, he's pressured, looking to extend the play, directing traffic. Now he's going to run it himself, and Quinn Ewers goes in for the rushing touchdown. And Jesse, that is the first time the Texas offense has made it to the end zone since 8:14 to go in the first quarter.
well, great.
Trailing by 2 possessions. Scadaboo's going to try to throw it downfield, and it is caught. And into the end zone goes Malik McClain. Cam Scadaboo.
What a play call.
Chaos here in Atlanta. 1st and goal, Sun Devils. Scadaboo straight ahead, driving those legs, and in, he gets in, he is in, touchdown, Forks up.
Arizona State
Goal. Scadaboo wrapped up, sent back, and then goes forward. Is he in? Yes! 335-pound Bill Norton met him. But Cam Scadaboo had other plans.
It wasn't just built
From down and out to up and in. But can they advance? Texas must convert 4th and 13.
It's a blitz look here. Quinn Ewers trying to audible.
To stay alive. Can they hook him? Touchdown, Matthew Golden.
Your best players.
Second overtime, and Gunnar Helm opens it up that way. Texas's first play
country. Really nice play.